Good afternoon, and welcome to one of our sessions on virtues, essential oils, and affirmations. This is a little session on people who really want to make changes in their lives based on they've done what we call vision boards or they've set up goal quests. There are many different positive ways all to get to the same end. One lady referred to it as, "This is my method for climbing out of my dark hole." Well, it's great if you recognize that you're in some kind of dark hole and you would like to change that status. What we're going to talk about today is one of the many support tools that you have at your fingertips to help yourself be yourself. I started off today reminding people everyone is a healer. If we waited for all of the healers to be perfect before they did any healing for anyone else, we'd all be waiting a freaking long time. So let's just get on with it. We're all going to do the best we can. This is on virtues, essential oils, and affirmations. And a hug is all you need to chase the blues away. I really do believe that. If you are out working with people, if you're having fun, but it starts at home. Frankincense and wild orange. Let's put that in the palm of our right hand. Put little frankincense and wild orange in the palm of your right hand, and let's reach in and rub that right across our left shoulder generously. And while we're doing that, I want you to give yourself credit for something you did today. If you made some of your hard phone calls before noon, you cleared your desk before 3, whatever it is you did that normally would be difficult for you, give yourself some credit. Please, it's really important. So rub that in and focus on this is your personal recognition of you like you today. You like you when you have good things to say. You like you when you notice other people's virtues. One of the things we want to talk about, because this comes up all the time with essential oils, the cells in your body react to everything your mind says. Negativity will bring down your immune system. Many times within a short period of time of the loss of a family pet or the loss of a loved one or the dissolving of a relationship, a partnership, or being reorganized, perhaps your particular location got reorganized out, people find themselves coming down with colds, coughs. They feel tired, they sleep more, they rest less. These are all symptoms of you're not thinking good thoughts. You're not expecting things to change, and it does bring down your immune system. And when your immune system is brought down, it is hard for you to feel good and to feel happy. You also leave yourself open for inflammation, creating nests for very unpleasant things to grow in your body. Let's cover some stuff that can be really helpful for you. Most of the problems in life are because of two reasons. We either act without thinking, ding, 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 or we keep thinking without acting. Sometimes God has blessed people with great brains, great reasoning ability, great deductive thinking, to the point where when they have an idea and their feeling initially is it's a good idea, they play with it in their head for a long time before they actually get around to taking action. And action is such an amazing release. Action, putting your idea into motion, gathering the materials you thought you might need, making the phone calls, gathering your friends, whatever it is you wanted to do, as you're implementing those actions, you feel exhilarated. You feel younger. Your energy flow is smooth. There are so many cool things that go on when you do that. And remember, we just applied frankincense and wild orange, so we're getting the benefit of those extra oxygen molecules to our brains so that we can help ourselves. One of the cards within the deck of our affirmation deck is to be brave. Even if you're not, pretend to be. when we talk about brave, and that's what we're talking about today, the virtues, because quite a few people wrote to me after they got the decks of cards saying, I understand the virtues, but could you do some more webinars and to us about the kind of virtues and what you had in mind? Yes, I'm going to share with you exactly. And that's what the handout is. That's what the printout is. So if you guys can see the printout, if you can see the handout, tell me if you could download it. Tell me if you can visualize it. If you can't, then write to me and I'll just send you the whole page. Brave, and the affirmation I had with Brave was, I am patient with the process of uncovering more of my loving virtues. Because it takes a lot more strength to love someone than to not be interested. So I thought Roman chamomile, cedarwood, and lang lang would be a great support for your wanting to get in touch with more of your loving virtues. And so I'm explaining brave as a virtue as enthusiastically doing what is hard first. So you're in your office, you're making your plan for the day, grab some Roman chamomile. Remember, this will be available December 1st. Woohoo! Cedarwood and lang lang. And if you don't have the Roman chamomile today, you can always use a little bit of thyme and a little bit of juniper berry combined, and that will help you get a similar effect with the sandalwood and the lang lang to support your enthusiastically doing what is hard first. When I help people build their legs to diamond, one of the things I encourage them to do is start saying over and over again, we are diamond by the 15th. We are diamond by the 15th. And what that means is people don't wait. We're encouraging action. We have many steps that we take people through because I've been quite successful on building diamond legs for other people because in my area, people love to consume doTERRA, but they're not all that keen on sharing. And I know that sounds funny because there's so many people in New Jersey, but I have many consumers who are always afraid people are going to run out of good things. So they keep consuming and I keep building legs for other people. And it's great fun. Along the way, Roman chamomile, cedarwood, and lang lang really do help with people taking new steps. Because with multi-level marketing, as you know, your whole life changes. And focusing on virtues is not normally where society would have you look. Focusing on the virtues of others. And I will say to people, well, what do you need? Well, I need somebody who can do flyers. I need somebody who doesn't mind detail work. I went, great. Let's make an affirmation. Because those are virtuous things you're asking for. When you ask for positive things to come to you, all you have to say is, I am drawing to me people who love to pay attention to details and really will work with me in a complimentary way because I can see the big picture and I'm very excited about the big picture. I am drawing to me people whose virtues are complementary of mine. And we could talk about virtues out loud. Because when you're in a state of discussing virtues, you are unable at the same time to criticize yourself, criticize your neighbors, and play back scenes or scenarios from previous life experiences that make you feel bad or down. And the universe wants to deliver more to you. If you can have the courage to clearly define what it is you would like, I am drawing to me an awareness of the resources at my fingertips. I kept saying, I'm going to find a free room in my neighborhood to do a weekly meeting. And you know that we've been living here for almost a year, and I've driven by this big, beautiful library, and I had never been in there until today. And of course, they have 2 community rooms, not just 1, but 2. And they're always looking for something new to post on their board. Well, we're posted on their board now, and I'm very excited But I started saying last week, way at the beginning of the week, I am drawing to me an awareness of the resources at my fingertips. I was making it too hard for myself. I thought it had to come from far away. It was right here the whole time. Now, let's look at this one. Balance. Everyone takes balance for granted. They think it's an extraordinary blend, and it is. But when I ask people to focus on balance, I'm asking you to be aware that you have one foot on the ground and one foot dancing with joy. Because when you're in balance with your virtues, when you're in balance with the virtues of the people you have drawn to you, it is like a happy dance. You come together, you share ideas, you share experiences, you're open, you're authentic. Balance contributes to your authenticity. And it says, I am breathing in faith and love. And the oils I suggested are white fir, frankincense, and myrrh. The reason I suggested these oils is their harmony with the harmony of the balance inside of you is quite extraordinary. So if you're breathing in faith and love and you're accepting that, balance is going to come to you and you can identify it in other people. Are we making sense so far? Somebody say yes. Thank you. Good. I'm glad we're making sense so far. Virtues work well with affirmations and the molecules of the pure essential oils we have the privilege of being able to get from doTERRA. Mother Nature complements Mother Nature. The pollution we breathe is a challenge to all of our organ systems. The molecules of oils are a harmonious support for the beautiful environment inside our human bodies. So when we use essential oil molecules, because they are lipophilic, they can pass through our skin tissue. The molecules are so small, they go around our cells. They are not dependent upon our circulatory system to deliver them anywhere. They're very smart. They help us emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. But the physical part is our architecture. And from the beginning, I have admired the gift of essential oils for being able to clear cell receptor sites. So the miracle that is our human body can work more efficiently. So why not just tweak it a little bit? Use the oils, declare what you want, expect to celebrate virtues. Again, if your focus is on identifying your virtues, the virtues of your family, the virtues of your friends, then you're in a much happier state of being, and it's likely your body will have less inflammation. I'm kind of negotiating with you here so that you will take just a couple extra minutes each day in your best health interest. I'm asking you to accept what is and set an intention for what will be. We all have exciting events coming up in the next couple of weeks. I have retirement parties. I have family parties. I know people who are on this call have anniversaries and birthdays and Thanksgiving and different holidays in December. Did you know December 24th starts Hanukkah? This year, boy, we are right on top of each other, and that runs right through January 1st. So all of the festive celebration that we think of that is the majority of what's going on around us are all celebrating within the same time period. We lined up several other major religious celebrations. Deb and I were working on that this morning, and it's really interesting how it all falls within the same period of time. So, why affirmations? Why clearly intend what it is we want to have happen? Well, my experience has been when I declare, I expect people to be able to hear what's important for them, and I expect people show up at a class because they want something new. They want to hear something that's meaningful for them. We're going to provide freedom from distractions. When we state affirmations, we waken the mind to participate with positive change. Change doesn't happen by itself. Sometimes we think it does, and we think change is being imposed on us. And sometimes when the boss calls a loved one home sooner than we thought, we feel that change has been forced on us. And I get that, okay? But all of life is about change and how we look at it and how we expect things to happen in a good way. When you state affirmations, it keeps you open to virtues, noticing your own as they sneak out and the spotlight is on them, and the freedom from others' opinions. Because if you state clearly what your intention is, what your goal is over and over, others' opinions aren't going to be in your way. You won't feel any need to be defensive. When you declare affirmations for how things are going to be different from now on, it just sort of frees up the shackles of old habits. You're going to feel different each day. You're going to feel new. And it's important that in your new exploration, you label that good. And with affirmations, you can have peaceful expectations. One of the things we're going to teach you guys how to do next week is make up a family song, because so many families have had so many challenges in the last couple of years with in-laws and outlaws passing away, divorces, people forgot to come home. Whatever's going on, there's a lot of anxiety. So we thought, let's go back to the old-fashioned days where the Romans, the Greeks, the Asians, the Chinese, the ancient peoples always had great pride in their families, and they used to have songs that talked about the virtues of the families and the pride. And our family was very courageous, and this is what they did in their area. And our family was the most excellent cooks and bakers, and this is what they did in their area. And I know it sounds simple and it sounds funny, but you would be surprised, especially in the case of children, to teach them family pride from contributions. It's also about helping them expect that virtues in their family are normal. And so virtues in other families are normal. When you use affirmations, choices are reinforced. Here's another one, joy. Joy is on the card, and it says, I am open to accepting abundance in all areas of my life. Well, the virtue of joy is a source or cause of great happiness, free of old stuff that kept your head down so that you couldn't notice the joy. You couldn't notice the abundance. Grapefruit, the great breaker-upper of old emotional blocks. Lang lang, so that you accept abundance at a measured pace. And peppermint is an amazing gift with lang lang and grapefruit to your entire circulatory system. That's why we combined the things the way we did, to encourage you to use your molecules of oils, to seek the virtues, and to expect them to happen. When you expect to be witnessing your own virtues, this really cool thing happens. The universe, guardian angels, the boss, they all send energy and opportunity for your virtues to sneak out. It's like you'll be at work and then all of a sudden people are saying, so what do you think we should do about so-and-so? People are seeking your level-headedness. People are seeking your life experience. And you didn't even know they respected you well enough to do that. It's really important that you accept not only that you have virtues, but you're a virtue magnet. You get to draw other virtues to you. And how do you do this? We do it with kids all the time. We give very bright children who have to attend public schools assignments like a virtue of a day. And I work with the parents and we plan and we explain to the children each morning what virtue they're seeking today. Because when they go to school and that's their assignment to find somebody or to witness this virtue in action, and when they get home and they're sitting down with their little blue book and they're getting ready for dinner and they're writing out their experience, and we found out that the custodial engineer, is one of these people who sees positive everywhere, even though he works with dirt. It's amazing kids' perspective. The parents learn and the kids learn. And again, while the focus is on virtues, what do you think happens? There's no time for criticism. There's no time for competition. There's no time for everybody saying bad things about each other or spreading bad news. In the times that we have been challenged with lately, some of the kids I ran into at the grocery store yesterday were very funny. You could tell they were repeating some of the parents' concern about the political future. And it was just so funny to hear these very sincere words come out of these little bitty mouths talking to each other. Had to be a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, very concerned about would there be any taxes for, making sure the roads could get fixed, those terrible bumps on our roads. I mean, it was quite enlightening about the things that the parents are worried about and how the kids picked up on it. So I think we'd be better off spending more time talking to our children about virtues. Can anybody find the handout? Can you just type me a quick note and see if anywhere on your screen is the handout? It should be in this little gray box down on the left. And it'll say that you have one of a possible 5 handouts. And it'll say virtues, parentheses 1, affirmation, PENG, English, Spanish English. Okay. So see if it's possible that you can print that out. If it's not, it's a whole page. There's like 35 or 40 virtues that go along with the affirmation cards that I'm happy to send to you. Just write to me at SELLAWTON069@gmail.com. And in that subject part, if you would put virtues, I'll open it and send you the big sheet right away. It is in English and Spanish. Faith. On the pink card that says faith, I had written, I am a magnet for abundance and enthusiasm. Again, we're talking about that action part that we talked about at the beginning. With faith, we believe in what we see as our path. We are free of doubts and are fully energized. When we step into our faith, when we step into our action, oh, good. One of the nice ladies said she was able to print it out. Yay! I'm excited. Thank you. If anybody isn't able to, please just write to me and I'm happy to send it to you. I'm very big on promoting virtues. The people on this call who've known me for a long time know I am very human, but I believe in complimenting other people's virtues. I make lots of mistakes myself. That's how I learn. And I'm always trying something new. With faith, our oils are ginger, lavender, and lime. I love this blend. Ginger helps you overcome Ginger helps you digest old stuff. Okay? Ginger breaks up old mucus. Ginger will break up crystals of mucus. Sometimes we form crystals of mucus in our gallbladder, in our pancreas. Strange places for mucus. Gallbladder sometimes is the sacrificed organ when we have suffered abandonment, anger, rejection. And ginger gently will warm up that crystallized mucus and dissolve it, so with your better thinking and your better acknowledgement of yourself, you can move on. When you mix ginger and lavender together, again, you're drawing to you other people of faith, because you've accepted, hey, I have a lot of faith. We're going to move forward. And lime is the gift of energy, and lime is the gift of motion. So when you have your faith and you are ready, for everyone to just stand back, look out, here we come, it all works out great. So if you're able to print out your page and you have your deck of cards, you should be able to match these up. And for people who are searching for how do I get from here to there, several people were so cute to me when they got their cards. They went, hey, there's 2 cards for freedom. I don't understand. How come you have 2 different kinds of freedom in here? Well, in working with a lot of people since 9/11, the fear and anxiety level relative to safety, relative to what's important to people, is amazing to me. I don't stay home when the train crashes. I don't stay home when there's bomb threats in New Jersey, or we had some bombs go off not too long ago here in New Jersey. We don't stay home because our freedom is what we live. So the first freedom, meaning I am free to be me and love myself, that virtue is all about free, as in feeling light and unburdened. That brings you into present moment. That's why wintergreen, wild orange, and cypress can be so effective. The cypress and the wintergreen bring you right here, right now. There's no doubt about where you are. And in order for you to be confident in your freedom, don't you need to be perfectly present? The other freedom is about giving yourself permission to make new friends and living guilt-free. Because old habits and patterns have taught us to either hang out with certain kinds of people, or our vibration rate draws certain people to us. So, with the freedom that goes with, I am drawing to me amazing people like myself to celebrate our virtues, clove, fennel, and again, our friend lime for taking action. Fennel, so you can digest, again, recent happenings that may have been your excuse for not moving forward. And clove, to warm you to the idea of trusting yourself with new friends. I'm hoping this part is helping you guys. I already had 2 people write and say, well, will you do some more of the virtues? Okay. Okay. So, like I said, if you need to write to me, it's fine. I'm happy to send you the complete list. When we talk about insight, you want to have personal trust in what is revealed from your heart. I've been with some of the people who are on this call and I've listened to them make presentations, and they are so clear. They are so authentic. You trust them in a minute because they don't have time for pretend or hidden agendas. They are right on top of what's important and what's necessary. So, insight is one of their virtues, an insight in to have personal trust in what is revealed from your heart. I myself, when I've been making presentations, sometimes I'll express something in a new way and I'll stop and go, wow, that was really good. I wonder where it came from. Well, we all get help. We all get help if we're open to it. So, insight is one of those things, one of those virtues that can help you be aware. I am gentle with myself while I discover my strengths and virtues. And with this, we asked you to get the blend cardamom, bergamot, and sandalwood. Cardamom adds a little spice to your life, which again helps you into personal trust, because sometimes you have to warm yourself up to get going with that. Bergamot is about your thinking process so you don't get in the way of your heart. Bergamot will soothe the brain long enough so you can hear your own heartfelt intentions. And sandalwood is an amazing gift that totally helps you balance mind and heart. Because as you move forward, you'll find yourself talking less and listening more, and how much you're going to admire the wisdom that comes out of your heart as you observe things for other people. In tune. I know this is funny. In tune is also one of those things that is one of the blends. I use In Tune when I go to the Apple store for my classes and they help me with my computer because it helps my brain slow down, stay with the program, learn something new, learn where I last saw that drop down box so I can find it again. In Tune, accepting our inner truth as the best voice to trust. All of us are really good about saying trust your gut. But sometimes our gut speaks in such a way we have to turn to somebody else and say, so, does that make sense to you? And that's really nice that you want to bounce something like that off of other people. The thing is that they don't happen to be searching along the same path you are, then it's possible that you could not get good confirmation. That's why I'm always asking you to trust for you your inside gut feeling. Within tune, I am peaceful and clearly productive at the same time. Because we can be very clear about what we're doing and not explain a thing to anybody else and just keep moving. And with frankincense, geranium, and Douglas fir, that helps really balance all of the talents to come together in a really positive energy format. And that's why we put them together. I am peaceful and clearly productive at the same time, along with frankincense, geranium, and Douglas fir. Again, the megahertz, the vibratory quality to try to encourage you to raise your vibrations very gently, very upward always, trusting yourself always. Because the thing is, the higher the vibration, the more connected you feel to perfect love. And of course, we're always big on there's always something to be grateful for. And you don't need an affirmation card for that. You could just get up in the morning. Hasn't this fall been brilliant? This is one of the most brilliant fall leaf colors I ever remember since we've lived in New Jersey, and we've been out here now. Oh, wow. Let me think. Mary Beth, 30 years we have been here, and we've had some nice falls, but this fall has just been so extraordinary. Colors everywhere, and we're very grateful. Affirmations work if you use them. Molecules of oil support change within your heart and within your body if you allow things to work. This is being recorded, and yes, these are previous, posted on YouTube, and you can find them on Hugfest One. That's one of the pages on Facebook to help people who are not familiar with affirmations. We also have the fun calendar, the personal peaceful growth calendar. We're getting so many comments on that because people are actually using it and their life is taking such a positive direction. We're grateful the tool has been helpful. If you guys write to me and say we should do this some more, we will cover more of the virtues and more of the oils next week. I'm happy to do that. Whatever will support you on your journey, that's why we're here. And we love you guys. We thank you for joining us. We hope this has been helpful. Have a great weekend. Have a great warm up for your holidays. And watch for the fun and wicked webinars Deb and I have coming up very soon. Thank you from Virtue Central. We are still working on our virtues. Have a great one.